Oh yes. Well, hello YouTube. You all want to forget that I exist, don't you? You all just want to bury me 6 foot under and give Pete my house and forget what's happened to me. But I think you're a fucking bunch of jokers, Torbay Council, who put me in a housing association 7 years ago with a leaking sewage pipe after I was hit and told to kill myself and told to get out. This is my house now by Peter Geesons from Torbay Police. Yeah, takes a fucking piss, doesn't it? Because when I'm a child rape victim and I was tied up and raped at 14 years old and impregnated underage by an adult, by someone who was 21 years old, I shouldn't be being blamed for that, should I? No. And I shouldn't be being hit and told to kill myself however many years later and told to get out. It's a fucking policeman's house now, should I? Because Sergeant Peter Geesons from Torbay Police should have had enough money to buy his own house, shouldn't he? And he shouldn't need to move into my house and tell me to get out. It's his now. And the other sad little pathetic scumbag is Alistair Payne, whose mum's a social worker. I think, well, she lives in Torquay in Paynton, but I think she works for Teignmouth Child Protection. Her son's a rapist. He's a 45-year-old and he's getting blowjobs in her kitchen off of 20-year-olds in his mummy's kitchen. And I've got all this recorded. And he has raped me and he's broke my hand and he's made me infertile as well. And he's an abuser. And his other girlfriend, Rachel Hedger, is dead. And he was using both of us. And he was living off of me and living off of her for about 15 years. 15 years. He didn't have his own address, did he? No. And where did he say he was? Oh, he said he was living at Mummy's, but he wasn't living at Mummy's. He was living at mine, and he was living at Rachel, and he was playing us off against each other, and we both had broken hands, and she died of a heart attack. And I've got heart problems, but I didn't actually die of a heart attack because I phoned up his mum and told her to keep him the fuck away from me during COVID and don't think he's coming back to me. Because he's a sad, pathetic little loser that always has to use and live off of women. But what you've done, Torbay Police and Newton Abbot Court, because you're a bunch of fucking corrupt scumbags, you've found me guilty, haven't you? Me, the child rape victim, forced abortion, scars on my face, pins in my hand, and a dodgy fucking neck. All the evidence points towards the fact that I've been seriously abused. And what did you do? Oh, you found me guilty, did you? Well, that needs to be found that you're the guilty ones. That you're all corrupt, because you've got Chris Finch's dad, Paul Hewitt's dad, all working for Torbay Police. Angela Payne, Alistair Payne, the rapist's mum, working for social workers. You're a bunch of fucking jokers, and you will need to go down. You need to lose your positions, Sergeant Peter Geesons, because all you are is a fucking criminal in uniform, and you need to be in prison, not in the police station, not working for the police. You need to be in prison, because you're all crooks, you're worse than the criminals, and you're walking about in uniforms pretending to be civilised members of society. Now you are the ones that need locked up and put under key, and half the people in the prisons are innocent, and that they're victims of these evil fucking scumbags. Yeah, the paedophiles, the rapists, the bone breakers, whose parents have positions of power in the police and social worker, and they're getting funded by Torbay Council to build hotels on the seafront, which is all a fucking scam, and we all know that was a scam, and it was all put through during COVID, didn't it? Yeah. So people are going to start talking out about this now. I've been diagnosed psychotic for speaking the truth, but actually it's also been proved that I never was psychotic, and it's on my medical notes that I was raped underage and given a forced abortion underage. So someone just needs to take this on and prove that I'm telling the truth, because I should be getting a lot of compensation, shouldn't I? Seeing as my house was taken off me. Seeing as I was raped underage, forced abortion underage. I was working for the 66-store bakery in Riceb at 12 years old, and I was working for Wenzel's the bakers as well, bunking off school. I was a key holder and a part-time manager at 15 years old. So no, you can't silence me. You can't keep my mouth shut. And I am going to get my truth out. And you can tell everyone I'm psychotic, and you can arrest me for criminal damage for pushing a fucking bike over. And what the fuck did you do to me, you bastards? Because it's all going to come out. It's all going to come out.